actually, I didn't even finish that shit. After I stopped that last time playing, fucking, I had these experiences where I was woken up at like 5, 6 in the morning by hearing and feeling a breath on my ear. Just be like I was going to bed kind of late those days because it was like a summer vacation out of high school.
Yeah.
And I had a new girlfriend at the time, you know. We were like literally talking and texting on the phone.
Yeah,
talking
all
on
the
phone.
way until you're about to fall. Like you're literally half fucking awake, falling asleep, talking to him still.
Like it's like, all right, or fall asleep with the phone on, you know. Some fucking high school shit, you know what I mean? Like,
Definitely.
And so we fucking were doing that, and I got woken up a couple times by like hearing and feeling a breath on my ear, and I just like get up hella quick, like what the fuck, what's going on, bro? It happened like 3 times, that same exact experience, right? And then one night, it was like kind of keeping me up a little bit, you know, and then one morning I heard a what sounded like a little girl that was in my bathtub, because I shared a wall with my bathroom at the time, my bedroom, and it sounded like there was a girl in the bathtub because like the acoustics of like a fucking bathtub and a ceramic fucking tiles and
sounded
shit.
like a moaning Myrtle type of situation.
Yeah, dude. It sounded like a girl crying, like a little girl crying. And I was like, what the fuck? And
that.
like woke up hella fast, and I like went in there, nothing. Checked to see if my dog was up, like fucking crying or some shit, or if my sister was there around, someone crying, or my mom or something. Nothing. Like everyone's in bed. The dog's fucking passed out. Like what the fuck? Like, and I'm like, okay, all right, I'm crazy.
That's freaky, dude.
And then the last thing that happened, the last fucking thing that happened in that series of events was, I remember kind of doing the same thing, talking to my girlfriend till like 5, 6 in the morning, hanging up, and then I go to lay down, and at the time I had my door to the bedroom open, and you could, if I'm sleeping on my stomach, I could lift my head up, look behind me, I could see the entrance to my parents' bedroom. And for some reason, I woke up. It's like dusk, you know, like the sun's about to come up, right? Is that dusk? Is it
Dawn? That's dawn.
Dawn, yeah.
Fuck.
Beginning of the day.
Dusk sounds cooler though.
It is.
Anyway, it's dawn.
Yeah. The butt crack of dawn.
It's the butt crack of dawn, and I fucking wake up and I turn my head and I look back toward my parents' room, and I saw like the silhouette of a person, like with their head sticking out of the doorway, slowly the figure went back into the room. It's just like,
dude, it's always the most subtle shit, bro, because let me tell you about, dude, the one time I feel like I really actually saw a ghost was at my buddy's house, right? And like somebody had died there before they bought the house and rented it and shit, and they were fucking with me because it was like my homie's birthday, so you know they're like, oh, if you fall asleep we're gonna fuck with you hella bad, and I was like, oh my god, and I was like, of course. So I'm all like, guys, don't fuck with me, like please don't fuck with me, like come on, you know. I was already like on guard and shit, right? And then I woke up like, because I already got bad vibes at this fool's house all the time in general, because again somebody did die there, like confirmed. Yeah. And so fucking like it was the middle of the night and they were trying to fuck with me, and I literally had just had the feeling to be like, wake up, like, and I fucking woke up swinging, bro. Like literally I woke up and I hit one of his friends in the mouth and like popped his lip, and like he was bleeding and shit, and they were like, oh my god, what the fuck? And I was all like, what the fuck are you guys doing? What the fuck is going on here, right?
Possessed,
and I had no, but I had the feeling that something was fucked up, right? And I looked in the mirror in the bathroom and they'd thrown flour on my face, bro, like while I was sleeping. You feel me? The old trick, you know, like the old fucking classic. And so I'm all like, oh, fuck you guys, whatever, fuck you guys, fuck all you guys, you know. And so I'm washing my face or whatever in the bathroom.
You making bread on your face?
Yeah, for real. You know, I'm trying to wash off the flour, and I look to the right and I see like a big fucking chunky ass fucking silhouette pass by me, right? And I was like, all right, whatever, it's probably my friend, he's a little bigger, you know, whatever. And then I look again and my buddy comes from the same direction that thing had just walked, and he was like, hey man, you're right, bro. We're just fucking with you. Like, we don't want you to be pissed. Like, and I was just like, and so I ran out and I looked in the rooms that were in the hallway past there and looked in the garage, and there was no one in there. And I was just like, you know, that's when I started to get like kind of like started to use like some of these. I was like, what the fuck,
What
you
the
know?
fuck?
Like, and he's all like, you good? I was like, I was like, I definitely just seen some shit right now. And it's always like the slightest thing though, you know what I mean? It's always so slight. Like, yeah, I don't know.
No, that shit was crazy. It was like a silhouette of a person sticking their head out, you know, with you can see shoulders and shit, but it was completely black. Like, like, so people call them the fucking shadow figures or whatever.
Dude, the shadow figures and the Hat Man. Everybody's talking about the Hat
I've
Man.
never seen a Hat Man.
I never seen a Hat.
But this motherfucker was like poking his head out and like slowly went back into my room. And I remember literally yelling, no, like, and woke up my fucking parents, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just because I screamed no in the middle of the fucking morning, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone's still in bed. And like, and they're like, what the fuck? And like, they were all in bed. Like, no one was like up and about and shit, you know? Like, I went and ran in there and was like, what the fuck? Like, they were in bed, like, covered up and shit. Like,
dude, that shit's freaky as hell.
And like,
trip though, bro.
and then ever since that, I never. It was almost like I was tormenting me or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
And I was losing a lot of sleep over it, you know? Because obviously I wasn't doing good by like was sleeping and falling asleep, you know, calling my girlfriend until 5 a.m. or whatever.
Well, that's a whole thing too. A lot of people that are talking about like the Hat Man has become a big meme lately because Shadow People has become basically a meme lately too. And it's a joke like, oh, look, I'm gonna do a bunch of Benadryl and see the Hat Man. It's like a joke.
1,200 milligrams of Benadryl.
Yeah, it's like a joke these days. But I mean,
I didn't know that,
dude. No, there's like a bunch
shit.
of memes going on about that shit. And I think it's really a reflection of about where a lot of people are at, honestly, because like. Yeah, a lot of people are staying up hella late, loading up on internet, loading up on drugs to fucking try to just deal with everything. And then they're like, oh, like I fucking see some weird shit out of the corner of my eye. My mind is way more susceptible to believing trippy shit because I'm already in like a neurotic or not neurotic, but, you know, like susceptible state to opening my mind to experiencing trippy things, you know? And
No, that shit is crazy. Like, I don't know. I haven't even touched anything like that since, you know. Yeah, and I've been fine. I haven't seen anything. Haven't been kept up at night over anything. You know,
I feel like that.
Good reason not to. Like,
I feel like that stage of like right when you're about to fall asleep or right when you wake up too, is you're extra susceptible to like seeing shit or like hearing some shit or like there's like weird times or just like those weird times when you're like about to fall asleep and then you get that sudden like super like falling feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're just like, you just like wake up, jolt awake.
No, yeah, I had a bunch of those too, but I've never seen no shadow figures like that. You know, like that was crazy.